how you can improve your render using Adobe Photoshop. If you see, I'm using the CS5 version, but what I'm going to do, you can create in any version of Adobe Photoshop. I have the render ID, the theta depth, the render itself, and an AO map. So I'm not going to make something that you will get lost in the middle of the process. I will go straightforward. So about several things that you will use for to improve very quickly your render times. First, what I'm going to do, I always check some basic stuff that I can do faster. For example, here I, I can see the texture. So what you can do is to copy from another texture. For example, here, let's copy Shift F6 feather 1, Control C, Control B. So new layer, wood. Let's apply that name and move it to this one. Control A for to make entire selection. Control C. Go again here. Control B. What I'm going to do is to select the lamp and delete this part. You see? And let's select here, here, and here. So no, F6 and delete the outer side. I'm using the lasso tool here. If you see now, but for to be more realistic, this have to be more clear than this one. You can with Control L levels increase the brightness. You see? Now it looks better than before. So we can do the same, sorry, for this side. For to have a different pattern of the wood, let's select for this side. Select the background layer, Ctrl C, Ctrl B, and let's move it to this side. We need to change a little bit the perspective, so go to Edit, Transform, Perspective, and not too much because it can damage your texture. Again, sorry. A little bit down. I think it is good. I will do this manually for to have more control. I did it wrong. Going back. Now it's better. Control T for to change the size, and now manually go here, here. This is a simple guide for to everyone. I'm not trying to go into too fabulous. Control Shift I for to select outdoor and delete. Again, Control L, increase the value. No, let's use this tool, midtones. This is the burn tool, so we can, because if you see here is more dark and here more bright. Not too much. Okay, Control L. It's look a little bit fake. Let's pull down the opacity so it makes better. Good. Now, you see? Now we are looking some texture here. With the ambient occlusion, we will fix a little bit more this. So, wood 2. Now, I'm going to try to add a glow here. Or first, let's add a ambient, a exterior image. I have this image. Control A, Control C. We can close it. Control W, Control B. Make this a layer. We need to decrease the size. And again, we need to change the view. You see? Now, okay. Let's select this, the glass. Add to selection. And select the entire face. You can press the space bar and you can pan the view. Do the same here. I prefer to add the stereo image in Photoshop because you have more control of what you are doing. You see, you can let's select this side, Control C, Control B, and put it here. This is the part of the window. This is why you can see that. Let's erase a little bit here for the anti-aliasing. We need now Control L, increase this so we can have, because we have a bright stereo, or you can use image adjustment exposure, increase the gamma, decrease, sorry. increase the exposure value, Control U and desaturate a little bit, and now Control L the levels. No, it's missing more well. Now with the glow we will get that better. Duplicate this layer, Control J, exterior, white glow. This will be the first glow. Control U and make it totally white. Go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. And you can decrease the opacity. Now we are going to add I think it's nice. Yeah. We can add a length flare, render length flare. Select the 105 prime and put it here. Oops, you need to duplicate and decrease the opacity to 25, something like that. Now I want a blue glow. You can select the laser tool, make something like this with a light blue, like the sky, something like this. Okay, new layer, press Alt backspace, Ctrl D to remove the selection, filter blur, Gaussian blur. You can test with color dodge or screen. You see a nice glow. You can decrease the opacity. I think it is okay. I will desaturate a little bit more. Okay, for the outside image, I think that we are okay. Now I will duplicate this. You can have a fast way to improve your color with auto tone, auto contrast, and auto color. You see, I like to do this for the first time and decrease the opacity, makes the buff layer. You see, down here we are going to work with the curve a little bit to have a more contrast, you know. I'm working with the channel. If you want to create a nice look, you see. But in design, I'm not going to go crazy. That's a little bit the control in the image. The red value. Okay. Okay. if you press auto, like the name say, we will Photoshop will try to fix by himself. Thinking this is nice, this is looking good. I will add a little bit more levels. I don't want nothing too bright. This is okay. We can desaturate a little bit the image, no? And we can add further sharpen, small sharpen. This will bring the detail more to life. You see me? We add just a little bit. You see? Nice. Now I will add the final touch, lens correction. Custom, chromatic aberration. You can play with the value. Normally, I move to this, not too much, and the vignette. You know, this will dark the corners of your image. It's okay. You see? And for to finish, let's add the ambient occlusion map. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, multiply, and decrease the opacity. You see? Oh, I don't like the effect here. You can remove it. I will say laser tool. Feeder, shift F6, 5. And I'm missing something. I'm not going to apply the set a depth map here because I want everything in focus. So this is what we have done. Let's make a copy and put it down over here. If you see, I'm having I need to remove this. If you see, it's not too much, but it makes your render looks a little bit more nicer and a little bit more real. So I hope that you like these fast and simple Photoshop tips for improve your render, and see you in the next time.